Diagnostics. Let's define our terms here. GMO diagnostics is simply the use of genetically engineered organisms or their products to identify diseases rapidly and accurately. Basically, scientists gently teach microorganisms how to recognize specific dangers. And because of this, we can diagnose illnesses faster and with much more certainty than ever before. Because this technology is so incredibly accurate, it's become absolutely essential across a bunch different fields. We're talking medical diagnostics, infectious disease detection, and cancer diagnosis. But we also use them out in the world for environmental monitoring, food safety testing, veterinary diagnostics for our animals, and advanced molecular research. These living tools really do improve the efficiency of our systems everywhere. Moving on to Section 2. Creating antigens. Making these tools is a lot like following a very precise recipe. Step 1, scientists carefully insert antigen-producing genes into microorganisms, like yeast or bacteria. Step 2, this modified organism now expresses or creates a pathogen-specific antigen. Step 3, this new antigen protein is collected and purified in really large amounts. And finally, Step 4, the purified antigen is placed into diagnostic kits where it's used to detect antibodies in patient samples. It's a beautifully orderly, step-by-step process. And here's a brilliant real-world example of that exact recipe. Recombinant hepatitis B surface antigen is produced right inside yeast cells, and it's widely used today in diagnostic screening and vaccine development. The real beauty of doing it this way is that the yeast provides incredibly high purity, and it lets us produce these necessary proteins on a massive scale, which keeps contamination risks very, very low. Now for Section 3, living biosensors. Biosensors are genetically engineered microorganisms modified to produce measurable signals in response to specific chemicals, toxins, pathogens, or environmental conditions. You can think of them as microscopic sentinels. They stand guard, and when they sense a specific danger, they send out a signal that we can easily see. They're monitoring our world in real time. Now, how exactly do they send this signal? Well, they use what we call reporter genes. For example, if scientists insert the GFP gene, the organism produces fluorescence. It literally glows green. If they use the luciferase gene, it produces luminescence, much like a firefly in the night. And if they use the LAC gene, it creates a visible color change. These specific genes act as promoters, so when the danger is detected, they instantly turn on that visible reaction. There's a quiet wonder in this application. Consider this for a moment. GM bacteria can actually be engineered to glow in the presence of toxic heavy metals, such as mercury or arsenic. Imagine that. Dangers like mercury are completely invisible to the human eye, but thanks to these elegant scientific solutions, we can just place a drop of water with these bacteria, and if the water is toxic, it will literally begin to glow. It's highly sensitive and profoundly beautiful. This brings us to Section 4. Molecular and CRISPR tech. What's truly fascinating here is the sheer precision involved. Molecular diagnostics use GMOs to assist in nucleic acid detection and gene-based diagnosis. So the crucial point is that these systems act like tiny, highly trained detectives. They hunt down specific genetic mutations and viral RNA hidden deep within a cell, and they do so with remarkable precision. A major part of this is CRISPR-Cas technology, which has critical diagnostic applications, including COVID-19 detection, tuberculosis diagnosis, and genetic disease screening. CRISPR systems identify specific genetic sequences of pathogens incredibly well. They provide extremely high specificity, and because the tools are so incredibly small, they allow for early-stage disease diagnosis on portable platforms that can literally be taken anywhere in the world. Moving smoothly into Section 5, cancer detection. There are two distinct techniques that work hand in hand here. On one side, we have recombinant antibodies. These are explicitly engineered to bind themselves specifically to cancer cells or tumor markers. On the other side, we have fluorescent diagnostic systems. These help us actually visualize those cancer cells under a microscope or during an imaging procedure. Together, they allow for accurate tumor identification, which is the very foundation of early cancer detection and personalized medicine.
And our final chapter, Section 6, Everyday Uses and Safety. First, let's look at infectious diseases. Global illnesses like HIV/AIDS, hepatitis, dengue fever, and malaria require a rapid response. Diagnostic products made from GMOs, like those engineered antibodies and DNA probes we learned about earlier, allow us to quickly and accurately detect these pathogens. This early diagnosis is absolutely vital because it directly reduces disease transmission, saving countless lives around the world.
Beyond human medicine, these tools actually protect our dining tables and our natural ecosystems. We use bacterial biosensors to detect Salmonella and E. coli in our food and to monitor food toxins. Out in nature, we use them to find industrial toxins, pesticides, and even radioactive substances. Remember those glowing bacteria? They're the ones standing guard over our water supply and our food chain, ensuring everything is safe for us. Finally, these living tools ensure the safety of our most important medicines. Recombinant cell lines are utilized to carefully evaluate vaccine purity, safety, and potency before they ever reach a patient. And at the exact same time, we use these same tools in veterinary medicine, screening our livestock for viral infections to ensure the animals remain healthy.